Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. I hope you're all well, thank you very much for joining me. So this is Monday. Can you believe Monday's come around again so quickly? Well, it's Sunday for me, but yeah, it's Monday when you see this, so that means it is Masterboard Monday again, yay! So you can probably see I've got lots of lovely piles as always here. So this is the one that I'm working my way through. This is the pile out of the actual scrap box. This is this week's pile, things that I've got out and not used. And so is this. And this is some that I've pulled into a pile specifically for something that I want to do today. So again, I'm kind of picking and choosing the colours, and you'll see these are very, very plain-ish today. For the first one, the second one I'm just going to use the coloured pieces, some inked, some not. Yeah, these pieces, because if you was with me in the week, or might have been last week now, you'll probably know that I went back to my craft room at my sister's house. I just don't like all the neat edges. That's a nice colour. Yeah, and I retrieved my sketch pad that I've been using as a collage book, so it'll be full of masterboards. So I'm going to do one on that as well. This one is something that I want to use. So, you know, as soon as this is dry, we're going to make something with it. Of those bits. Yeah, I'm not going to sit and ink all these. It's just while I was doing my introduction, I thought I'd get a few more done, ready to go. Yeah, so I hope you're making masterboards along with me, or if you're one of those people with a stash of masterboards, I hope you're getting some ideas and using them up like I do in the second part of the video. Okay, so I'll just put those to one side for now. Don't forget they're there. So I have got yeah, I've managed to coffee dye a piece of, well, it was a misprint, or, you know, printing error, so you can see it's just white on that side. So I managed to get the ink to run with the coffee dye, yep, so that's going to be a nice, I think I'll have that as the back and do it onto there. And then, yeah, underneath I've got, in fact, I'll probably move that because it's blank white, that book of, yeah, book of masterboards. Okay, so I've got my Scotch glue. I had somewhere, just moved them over there. A stack of papers to glue on, and yeah, we'll just get started and put some down. That's a really big one, isn't it? I might go in the middle-ish with that one and just get some paper down. Yeah, I think I've said to you before, I can't wait to get into my. I've got a cloth. I definitely need a cloth, don't I? I've got one under here drying. No. Oh, I've got one here though. Can't wait to get into my own house just to get some coffee dyeing on the go. I do like my own coffee dyed paper because I like it wrinkly and I like every piece different. Yeah, so I can't wait to get there and do that. Get some, because it's the weather now. Although it's supposed to take a turn for the worse at the moment here in England, in the UK, it is definitely a good weather for drying paper. So guys, I hope you're all well. We're all kind of change of season, aren't we? Everybody at the moment in different parts of the world seems to be telling me they're having slightly different weather. So yeah, at one point we all had cold, frost and snow. Now we've all got slightly different. Some of us have had heat waves, some of us have still got snow. What's it like where you are? Like say in the UK, they've forecast rain for us, but they're not certain, and we never know. We never know which part of the UK is going to get the rain, if all of it is, or yeah, we can have, for a small country compared to a lot of yours, we can have yeah, a very mixed bag of weather. Yeah, the table's on fine form today with its rattling. I don't know if you can see me gluing here, and I know watching the gluing is a way to see the papers that I'm using as well, seeing as I'm picking them and using them fairly quickly. Oops, I think my glue page needs changing now. yeah, got glue on the top of that one and all over me. So what have we got planned for today? So today is Mother's Day, like I already said, here in England, and our clocks went back last night, so we're up an hour extra early already. I've taken the opportunity this morning to start the video just because it seems to be that everybody's getting up and going in the gardens at the moment. Now, it might happen today or it might not, but it did interfere with my my filming yesterday a bit, so gosh, that was a big deep breath. I needed some air then. Yeah, so I've got up, and as you know, I like to use the Masterboard I make, so it will need to dry a bit before I can. Yeah, so I'm up bright and early, and we've not done an awful lot yet. We've done prezzies and cards. I'm just having a cuppa. Well, I'm having a cuppa too, actually. I've nearly drunk it. So yeah, it's a lovely, lovely, peaceful start. I haven't inked that piece, look. To a Sunday morning here in the UK. The birds, Neil's gone to work, so when his alarm went off, he brings me a cup of tea in bed like the superhero he is. I think on that side, but quite like the other side. Quite like that side. Yeah, and we opened the bedroom window, and yeah, I could hear that lovely bird song, so it must have been, obviously the birds don't know the clocks have altered. Must have been their waking up time. Actually, I can hear them a little bit now. They kind of, I haven't got the window open yet, they kind of, you know, sing a lot first thing in the morning, don't they? Is it dawn chorus? I mean, it wasn't dawn. The sun had been up a good half an hour or maybe more. Yeah, and then they kind of go quiet for a bit, and now it sounds like they're starting again. You probably can't hear them, like I say, because the window's closed, but yeah, I hope I'm hoping I'll hear them when I move. I don't want to get it stuck again in my new house. I hope they're as vocal as they are here. We're definitely on the countdown now. I think that might be better. Yeah, 10 days to keys, so it's definitely getting excited. I must remember I'm upside downish now. Neil's working, I can't remember if he said he was working 7 or 8 of those days, but he's got 2 weeks off when we finally get somewhere. That bottom bit off. So, not that he'll be resting much, but he is hoping to, after a few days, perhaps get a day fishing, which he really, really needs. He's shattered, bless him. And of course, that will be a day where I will be playing in my craft room. Yeah, so although I'm eager to be in it and get it sorted, obviously it's going to take a little while, and I won't be in, you know, my normal zone until he goes back to work, really. So it's going to take a fortnight before that happens. I've moved the glue book again, haven't I? I don't know whether to have the glue book there so you can see all the papers there, so you can see. I don't know, maybe you can see both, I don't know. Like I say, I can't really see much on my screen. Oh, there you go. Surely you can hear those birds now. Stopped. Stopped as soon as I shut up. Maybe chatting along with me. Oh, that's a nice big one. Yeah, so we're back in the relaxed zone here. I did initially start this for the month of March. I don't know, you'll have to let me know what you think, but I think I might keep this up. Well, I will keep it up, but whether you want me to film it and show you it, I just might you might want to. I guess it depends how many ideas I've got by we're nearly at the end of March, aren't we? So yeah, maybe March and April then. How many ideas I've got to keep going. I mean, at the moment I've got loads. So it's quite a big blank piece, isn't it? Yeah, I'm nowhere near through all my ideas for the masterboard, so definitely need to keep it going for a while. I've been sat fussy cutting some birds this morning, which is also another relaxing. Yeah, I'm having quite a relaxing morning already. Another relaxing thing to do in the morning. And yeah, I'm thinking that a load of birds would be lovely on a, that's not today's, on a masterboard, just lots of birds. Oh, I think I might have too much choice here, could be the problem. Although, see how quick this one's come together. Well, I feel like it's come together quickly, I don't know, it's, you know me and time. That's one thing I will have when I move into the new craft room, will be a clock. So at least I know roughly how long I have been. So it's like two different halves, isn't it? It doesn't matter because it's going to be, obviously it's going to be cut up. No. But it's funny how I've changed it round and changed, trying to get a piece to fit. I probably shouldn't be. Yeah, changed how I'm piecing it together. Is that too much green, too much grey? I don't know. Yeah, being fussy now, Denise. Oh, too many lines? Yeah, fussy. Perfect, but do you fit? Just. No. This big piece. Everything's just a tad too short. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, the idea is not to cut them to fit, but there are no rules. Nobody said you can't. My idea was not to cut them to fit, I should say. But perfect. Perfect for what I was looking for. Oh, always a piece on the floor, isn't there? I hope that's the only piece that's going down there. Yeah, so I've barely touched, haven't I, what I've got on my desk with that one. In fact, I haven't even used the ones I pulled for today, never mind any of my extras. So are we covered? We are. So let's yeah, you'll be looking at that one later. Let's crack on and do one of these. Oops. So I might use these pieces that I've got. Yeah, I'm just putting that underneath because I don't want the edges of the book to stick together. That's very white, isn't it? That may well be causing you some camera issues. So let's get some of these big, I'm really not going to think about this one now. I'm just going to pick the pieces up and put them down. Yeah, so while I was fussy cutting, I was thinking somebody, gosh, who was it in the comments? I'm so terrible. I do remember you guys when you talk to me. It's just when I'm sitting here and I try to think back, I can't remember who said what. Somebody said something to me about the lovely bag of fussy cut birds that I've got, and I was thinking actually, yeah, it is difficult for some people. I know a lot of you out there have arthritis, I do, but luckily not in my hands. Just one little finger, bizarrely enough. Had it years in my little finger. Must have been some kind of a trauma that caused it. But yeah, at the moment I don't have arthritis in my hands, so I can fussy cut quite a bit. And I was thinking how awful it must be for people watching who can't. And then I thought about talking to whoever it was I was talking to. Yeah, maybe I should, obviously, when I get moved in and open the Etsy shop again, maybe when I do a lot, because I've got more birds than I'm going to use in a long time. Maybe I should put some bags together of fussy cut birds in the Etsy shop for people who who can't fussy cut and want the bits out of the books rather than the ones you can buy. So yeah, I might do that. Let me know if you think it's a good idea. My only concern, real concern, and it's not really a concern, but obviously it wouldn't be worth paying for postage out of the country unless you were buying something else. And I could just stick a bag in, because obviously they don't weigh anything. It's not the weight issue. It's just, you know, for how cheap they would be to buy, the postage would probably be 5 times the cost of the actual item, as is often the cost at the moment with postage. Yeah, I must admit this is even more fun, just grabbing it and putting it down. I'm not even thinking about what I'm putting on. I'm just picking a piece up at the moment. I start like that always, don't I? I don't like that book for gluing on. Let's change it. It's got a bit although this one might have 2. We'll try it and see. Yes, stuck in the are you inked? Yeah, stuck in the glue, doesn't want to come apart. I think I've said before, obviously the builder book's not to come apart. We shouldn't complain when they don't tear apart easily, should we really? And yeah, a lot of these are old books that I'm using. Not all of them, but often it's an old book, so they make them even better. Yeah, I'm just choosing things for size now rather than, I'm not being picky about the colour. I'm just trying to, well, obviously I'm trying to choose something different each time, so I've not got 2 the same together, but just want to get down this pile. This is going to be a lovely book. I think I'll do one of these. Every time I do a Masterboard to use, I'll do one in this book as well, if not 2, because it's going to be a lovely book just to sit back and look at. Strange person. Yeah, only a junk journal would know why that would be fun. Thank goodness you're all out there, guys. That's all I can say. When you talk to me in the comments, you know, you told me so many things, and I'm like, yep, that's just like me. I know exactly where you're coming from. I think it was Jodie, who I've just read this morning, who said she loves pretty things, and every time she sees somebody with something pretty, you know, on a junk journaling video, she wants it. Me too, Jodie. Yeah, not just pretty things. Anything anybody's using, I'm like, oh, I'd like that, I'd like that. I'd like that. I'm learning to curb it a little bit now, thank goodness, but yeah. I think half the fun of junk journaling is just owning the pretties, whatever a pretty may be to you. I'm determined to get that in there. Yep. Ugh, sticky. Yeah, we've got the I think that's pigeon, wood pigeon. I've got wood pigeons now singing to us. Oops. A little tiny piece there that needs something. Yep, you need putting down, because this is what I call an ugly piece. So it's coffee dyed, so it's pretty, but it's got, you can see through it, you can see that it was an ink page when you look through it. But I want to use it. I went to the trouble of coffee dyeing it, time and effort, so let's use it. That's it. You can barely see it now unless you look for it specifically, so super. And probably, I mean, it's quite a pattern, isn't it? If it was new to me, I would probably quite even like that pattern side. It's just that if you use as much ink as I do, you probably do, you see thousands of them. So it's not an interesting pattern even anymore. Yep, I've got a little tiny gap showing there. Let's ink it in. Oh, well, that's an interesting smudge. Let's make it more smudgy. That's it. Anything goes. Should we put a little pop of colour in here? Yes, we shall. You can see some of Tanya's suitors are handsome young men. She calls them both of those things. You can see they were printed with an ink issue. So they are purple, so they're going to be used for gluing on. Just one small little piece down there. What have we got? We have just a piece of whitish. Yeah, sometimes if you've got quite a plainish paper, you can make it more interesting by, you know, inking the creases, screwing it up. Yeah. That's a lot more interesting now. In my opinion, of course. Lovely. Right. Can't see. Trying to see how long I've been on, but I'm thinking I'm just going to do one more just to get some of these papers off the table so they don't have to go away, and then I'll come back with that sheet that we made first, and we'll do something fun on it. So if you're bored of watching, just fast forward. Just fast forward, because I want all these. Look what I've got left. I'd like to get these as a minimum on this sheet. I'll put them here so you can see now. Right, let's have this great big one down. You can see them go down now. If you're fast forwarding, you see them disappear quick. I won't say anything too interesting, and then you won't miss the gossip if you want to fast forward. We won't talk about you. This is nice. If I can get ahead today, I might finally get a video made for, that's upside down, but I'm not going to bother. The day I move, I just want 2 videos in front, the day I move and the day after. Well, the day we get the keys and the day after, I should say. If I can just have a video ready for those 2 days. After that, I should be, decisions. Should be filming again, no problem. I mean, I might be filming every day anyway, in which case there'll be extras, but yeah, I have a feeling I might not be on those 2 days. I'll still be talking to you, still be chatting away, because like I've said quite a few times now, there's no way I'll be working the whole day. I think the day of the keys, in the morning I've got a blood test actually, and I'll be far too excited to sit and film. Imagine what state it'll be if I filmed on the morning of the move. It might be worth a laugh, but yeah, I don't want to do that. That is the one day I don't really want to film. And it will be also nice when I can sew round some of my Masterboard pieces as well when I get moved in. So a nice plain piece somewhere. It's very thin, this bit that I'm using. It's an oldish. It's very thin paper. It's just soaking the glue up. It's an old Enid Blyton. Where was I going with that? Can't remember. There. An old Enid Blyton book. Yeah, I'm getting sticky fingers now as well, so don't be running away, you're all going on somewhere. No more big bits now, we're getting to small pieces now, aren't we? Right, stop picking and just put them on. Have I glued the wrong side? Yes. We're inked on the other side. We'll put you in the middle. You'll no doubt be covered over in a minute. I started thinking again when I haven't got much. Yeah, let's just do some random sticking down. See what gaps we end up with. Oops. Not so random then. I'm just trying to cover as much space as possible is what I'm trying to do. That, yeah, that's going to be a good one from there. Which side are you inked? That side. The Complaining Tadpole. I can't even say that I've read that story by Enid Blyton, and that's what I'm inking on. Oh, come off. Oh, up a little bit. That's it. Gosh, made hard work of that one, Denise. Let's get this lovely piece of, I think that's been inked both sides. Text down. Shakespeare text, this one. From one of my very favourite books. Yeah, favourite junk journal books. It'll go nice in there. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, very sticky fingers now. Whoops. Well, it looks like I am going to get all these used up. It's going to be a very eclectic page, but that's fine. If you watched yesterday's video, you'll have seen some of my old masterboards that were very eclectic and cut up. Well, they were previously cut up, but used as tags, and we put things on them. Yep. So there's a place for eclectic pieces. A piece of pink in there just to lighten the colour palette. Oh, so I think this one is going to take all these pieces here anyway. So that's three that I've managed to get done. Where you go in there. Might even have to use a couple of pieces off there. Let's get this honeybee down. It's a funny shape piece. Oh, see that's the glue sticking to me because my fingers are so sticky. Yeah, definitely need my wet cloth. You got something on? I can't tell if you're paper. Yes, you are. A little tiny piece here. Where should you go there? Yeah, we're definitely doing patchwork now, aren't we? That's the only one I don't really want down because it's very much like this one. You might have to wait a minute. Very similar colours. Okay, so I've got two pieces, look, that are not going in. Let's grab something from here. That's a nice piece, isn't it? British Bird Song, that must be from Nanine, I'm guessing. Some paper from Nanine. Oh yeah, I am well and truly sticking to it. And myself. Put my fingers together, they don't want to come open. Oops. Right, that's a nice piece to be down and not having to look after. Having to store, sorry my hands were, and that very may well not be. What do I want? I just want something plain, but not what's already down. Plainish. Yeah, that's a plain finish. You're just being picky. Do you want to stop being picky? It's a nice big piece, and it covers all the. See, when you've got too much to choose from, it's a problem. If you haven't got much to choose from, it's very easy. Let's have that one there. I haven't had any music, have I? I'm looking for a biggish piece. All the big ones are like colourful. But why not? Let's just take a little bit of it off. I nearly glued it instead of inked it then. So you there, because you've got pink that side, haven't you? And pink that side. Yep. And like I say, when they're cut up, they may not even be together. Okay, so I used 3 pieces out of that pile as well. Super. So as soon as I've done this, I'll pick that other one back in. Obviously it won't be as soon as, but it will for you. That other piece back in, and we will we'll do something with it. That first one, we'll make it even prettier. Okay, see you in a second. Okay, so here we are with the finished article, dry. And what have I brought along to play with? I have brought this lovely stamp set from Carol, who treated me to a little parcel of Happy Mail. I'm just going to shuffle my chair in, sorry about the squeak. That's it. I do hope you're filming. Can't see, so I'll just have to trust it. Yeah, I've used a couple of the bits just to make sure they work. So, you know, they need inking up a few times, new inks, don't they? There was also some of these, oh, I've got glue all over me still from, gosh. Oh, yeah, I was doing another masterboard while I was waiting for this one to dry. Right, and it's turned out very, very warm while I was doing that as well. So these little bits from also from Carol, thank you, from the little Tim Holtz ephemera pack. Well, it wasn't little, it was big. These are the little bits from the Tim Holtz ephemera pack that she sent me that had to do with postage. I've got some British, just everyday postal stamps, but they've got the postage stamps, but they've got the postal marks on them. Just to put a couple on, not all of them. I have got some other postal ephemera, no, embellishments that I got in a kit from, I don't know, Artie Mays, Shabby Dabby Doodah. It's one that I bought of labels anyway. Yeah, and I've got also in here all sorts of stamps from Denmark, Netherlands, Guernsey, Jersey, that sort of thing. So I don't know how many I'm going to use. And this lovely first class stamp that I got in my charity, no, it wasn't charity shop, it was car boot shop, car boot haul. Okay, so, and I have got black stays on. So I think what I'm going to do first is put some stamps on it, and then some of these lovely pieces, and then actually stamp over the top. It shouldn't be a long job. I will need to ink round some of these. Now, it was my intention to make a not very fussy masterboard. It's come out fussy-ish. I don't want something with pink on it really. Let's just go with, so I'm just going to throw a few things on it as it were, and see where they land. The red ones all got red backing, that one hasn't. It's got a bit of a shininess to it, that stamp. Yeah, red and blue. This one's quite a good one, isn't it? I think this must have come, can't read it. Looks like it might say Tyneside, so I don't know. 1p or 2p. Oh yeah, this must be from when we cleaned my mum's cousins. Oh, 1999. Yes, it's quite an old one, that. Oh, didn't realise I was putting vintage stuff on it. So we just go with those 3, I think, and then let's have some of these beautiful bits. They're not necessarily staying there. I am literally just dropping bits down. Oh, I don't want 2. I don't want 2 of the same. So these are like recorded delivery. Another airmail. Special delivery. Don't know about the stamps. We'll go with that for now. I might take some off. You see, there might be too much. I don't know. There might not. I want to make it fairly. So we've got a lot of first class, have we? No, we haven't. First class. It's quite a big recorded delivery. I do like these numbers. Let's have a number. Parcel post. Let's have one of them. One of them. Or one of those. I quite like that one. That's come from somebody's kit, I don't know whose. Oh look, they're lovely, aren't they? These recorded, yeah, I really like these recorded delivery ones. I might be oops, I might be overdoing it now. Post Office Express. Yeah, and I've got them all at an angle that they're not going to be at. Some will be at an angle, some will not. Okay, let's ink some bits that need it. To be honest, I'm not going to move them about too much because, yeah, I would never find the right place for them. So I am just going to spread them about a bit more maybe and stick them down. Yeah, so let's have a more orangey one there and a more red one there. You can maybe have something down there with you. I like you on there. I like you at a slant. Oh dear. No, it's only the very close neighbours shouting, so there won't be anything, oops, anything you shouldn't hear. It might even give you a chuckle. Yeah, I was thinking a couple of these. Let's get some green, I was thinking there. Not too many, but shall we have a jersey one on? That's a green one as well, isn't it? I think I might have overdone it. Yeah, it's going to have something smaller. Let's have a brown Denmark one. Here-ish. Yeah. And I'm literally just going to stick them down and then stamp over them. Now, what I want this for is, well, what I want off some of it are some torn pockets and tags. I've got a cloth. Where did I have that? I don't know. There. I've got a cloth. But obviously I didn't do it on a very thick background. I wasn't really thinking about that. Where did that come from there? For torn pockets, that'd be fine for, well, I don't know, it might want backing. Yeah, I've lived that beautiful paper, haven't I? Might want backing for tags, I don't know. Yeah, see, I'm probably not putting anything down where it was originally, so unless you're going to, you know, really make a good job of it, perhaps take a photograph of it, something like that, and design it. If that's you, then my advice is don't spend too long, because it will end up, if you're anything like me, in a different place to where you've organised it for anyway. I've learnt that one. For now I've learnt it. I'm quite like, you know, I haven't got anything going that way, have I? That's interesting. It did that itself, but yeah, good idea. They don't all have to be the right way up or slightly slanted, do they? Nope. And of course they're going to be cut through, some of them. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to rip through these thicker ones, maybe not. Yep, I don't even know where you were. Were you on a slant? You are now. You stuck it. Yep, so this morning was cool and overcast. I had quite a good walk round the block. Where was that even? Yep, so I've had my exercise for today. I just need to do some bending exercises, bending the knee. Yeah, and it was quite, well, we thought it was cold. We went out with coats on. And yeah, it was warmer than we thought. It looked cold because it looked so dark. But yeah, once we got back, the sun just started to peek through the clouds, and now we're back to full on summer sunshine again. As you can hear, the aeroplanes are out and the people are cutting the lawns. It does just keep clouding over a little bit. Oh, and it did, as I said that. That was weird. So yeah, I think the bad weather they forecast us for today may be on its way, but it's not here yet. It's actually quite a pleasant temperature, and the noisy neighbours, which are from like a new housing, well, I say new, it's a few years old now, but like new houses they've built quite close to mum's road, and property's been here a long time. Yeah, there seem to be people have bought them and let them out. Not that there's anything wrong with people who rent houses, but they're just not, some people not so careful of their neighbours, because they're not kind of long-lasting relationships they're building. Get myself into all sorts of hot water there. I think you know what I mean. I'm not categorising anybody at all. I realise it's only a few, but I think we have some of those few around here. Because yeah, the noise went on quite late into the night, and yeah, it's all older people this way, and it's obvious that they're backing onto gardens of elderly people. So you stuck. Must have missed a bit. Yeah, I hope I'm in camera there. I was last time. I checked it when I stopped it, and yeah, everything was in camera. Okay, so they look good. I think that's what I was after. Let me just get the glue out of the lid of the glue so I can put it on. That's it. All these little bits out of the way, they're becoming distracting. And let's start with the stamp. Right, I'm going to go with this first class stamp. Now I've washed it, and actually when I washed it, it had I couldn't see when I bought it, but it had lovely red ink on it. Oh, I don't have red ink, but I might, having seen it. Let's just go for it, Denise. Ooh. I might have to buy some because it really did look like it might have been quite a good stamp in where should we go? The Decision in red. So I was only going to put 2, but I love doing it. So let's have 3 of that one. And then what have I got on here? I can't really. So let's go with this one first. Can I turn that around? Yeah. So parcel post Darlington, the 15th of April 1886, paid 1 old penny, 1D. Oops. Yeah, I haven't left an awful lot of space, have I? I just think the black, well, that wasn't as good as when I first did it. I think the black stamping just adds something too. Let's see if it was me. Obviously it doesn't matter if there are bits of it missing, which there are. It must be me. It must be me because I did it so well last time. Yeah, so the stamp wouldn't print well 1 minute and then not so well the next. Yeah, it's obviously the way I'm pressing on it. Okay, and then the other side I've got Washington, February the 15th, 1965. And this is a circular one, so I like the, let's go sideways on. Yeah, I like the different shapes. So that one's a bit lozengey. Should we have another one of these down here? That's it. I don't want to do too many because I've then got, let's take that one off. Oh. I've got a printed special delivery. I mean, there's loads of stamps here, so I could do 2 or 3 with all the different stampy stamps on it. Let's have a little black special delivery down here. And that's nice and crisp, isn't it? The stamps are sticking because they're new. I'm just going to go with 1 with that. And then I've got this, which is what I really wanted, which is what I think Carol heard me say. Maybe she didn't. I think this is what she heard me say when I said I need to get one. And she sent me one, bless her. Now it can be over stamps, but it doesn't have to be. Don't know that I've got a stamp that hasn't got the wiggle on it. I mean, that one has. Let's do it over. I haven't left myself any room. A wiggle. Oops, stuck. There. Let's do one up here. Yeah, so of course you don't have to do it as full on as me. I say that regularly, don't I? You know me. I can't stop myself. I should, but I can't. Can't stop myself. I'm gonna have one on there. Yeah, full on, full on. Love it. Okay, so that's all I wanted to do with it. Let me get me bits and pieces away. I don't want to lose any of these stamps. I would be really upset if I couldn't find one of them. So I'm trying to be good and putting them back on here until I actually get, some individual blocks that they can always live on and perhaps live in my drawer, because I have a feeling I will be using these a lot. They've got good sticky on them, and in there, yeah, they've definitely seen very, very good quality stamps. If you've seen these anywhere and you're thinking of getting them, lovely stamps. move all this lot over them. Okay, so that is it. That is obviously I can't rip it up and show you it now. Maybe I'll be able to put pictures on at the end of the video, and you'll get to see it in a second or two. So thank you so much for joining me for that. Have a lovely day. Remember to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye.